Steelers now has not been the smoothest of rides out of the gate for this team. They've dropped 2 straight since winning that opener up in Buffalo. But Mike Tomlin not worried at all, at least not yet. Take a listen.
Man, we're not going to push the panic button. What do I mean by the panic button? You know, we're not going to dramatically change who and what we are at this juncture. We're not resistant to change for the purposes of getting better, but we're not going to be so unsteady that we move away from our compass, the identity that we worked hard to develop and will continue to work hard to develop, and the emphasis on a style of play, whatever that may be in all 3 phases.
All right, the Steelers offense struggling to get the wheels turning. Only 16 points per game thus far, which doesn't bode well for their playoff chances. So, Broussard, Mike Tomlin saying the Steelers aren't going to push the panic button is blank.
Jenna, it is Exhibit A. Exhibit A to why Mike Tomlin is such a great leader, such a great coach. Yep. I mean, that statement exuded confidence. It steadies the ship. It was tremendous. If I'm a player on that team, I forgot for a moment that we stink. I'm ready now to get out there next week and run through a brick wall. Tomlin, this is, and you know what I love? He defined panic button. Because when I first saw the quote, or the beginning of it, a panic button, I'm like, well, how are they not, pushing the panic button? But then I go on to the rest of the quote. He didn't let the media define it. He didn't let the fans define it. He didn't let his players define it. He defined panic button and told you exactly what he meant. I love this. Look, on the field, we know they're a mess. But here's the deal. Where you go, Big Ben is washed. But where you going? You're not putting in Dwayne Haskins. You're not putting in Mason Rudolph. The offensive line is young and inexperienced and developing. You just got to let them continue to grow. And Tomlin knows that things can change in a hurry. They were 11-0 last year. And then they get, so Tomlin, this was a great coaching move by him. And I see why he's never had a losing season, Nick.
Also, speaking of Mike Tomlin, he also invented a new way to pronounce the word compass. Compass. I'm going to start going with that. That's how it's spelled. I liked it. I was like, what is he talking about? Compass. I've never heard that before. I liked it quite a bit. Unfortunately, Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, I think, if they're not pushing the panic button, they are in Big Ben denial. We have the ability to show you some, what wouldn't be highlights, they'd be lowlights. They're Big Ben lowlights from the last couple weeks. But we haven't yet cleared them, and not with the NFL, but with the FCC. It's like, wait, is that gratuitous? Is that appropriate for morning television? It's an old man just flailing about, falling down randomly. Is he okay? Did something happen there? It's ugly, guys. And I warned you, whenever somebody says, oh, I'm going to be better, if the reason for being better is either of these things, 1, I don't drink as much as I used to, or 2, I got in the best shape of my life, be on alert, probably means not good things are coming. The only things that have helped the Steelers Wilds is no one's been watching their games. They haven't been on national TV. They haven't been in the late afternoon window. That all changes. This Sunday, the national game at Green Bay on CBS. In 3 weeks, NBC against Seattle. 2 weeks after that, Monday Night Football against Chicago. 2 weeks after that, Sunday Night Football against the Chargers. They're going to be on national TV for 4 games. If you look at those, 4 of their next 7 games. Once America sees what Big Ben looks like, everyone's going to be pushing the panic button. He can't move. He can't throw. And so Broussard's right. They don't have a great plan B there. Dwayne Haskins ain't it. Cam doesn't seem to be on their radar. But they should. He's been terrible. Only Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence have a lower passer rating for guys who have started every game this year. He's been awful. But America hasn't really been locked into the Steelers yet. But they will be here in these next few weeks. Jenna, it's not a muscular neck. It will be amazing. Anybody can get the size neck Ben has with the right dedication. And it's not dedication to the weight room, my friends. Anybody can get one of those. It's different. Oh, go ahead.
Nick.
It will be amazing if they lose to the Packers. And Tomlin does the same thing. He's like, gentlemen, it is time to push the panic button. And what I mean by that is, that would be fantastic. All right, my answer is Tyler Boyd. So you talk about other narratives that are flying under the radar. Tyler Boyd had a quote, he's like, yeah, by the way, the Steelers gave up. Now, Tomlin said later, he said, I don't care what Tyler Boyd said. He said the last place for them, they gave up. You could see it. They had 3 drops in a row, and for a team to see that is giving us more power. He's getting power. The Bengals are getting power from your quitting. For a team like to just lay down like that before the game is over, they portrayed it to the whole nation. Not necessarily, as Nick mentioned, it wasn't on All Station, on TV with what they were about to do and how they gave up. Tyler Boyd, showing that the Steelers are got a little bit of effort issues too. I don't know if the team believes maybe they will after that Tomlin press conference. Yeah. Big
We'll see how Ben responds this week. So far, it's just been a lot of dinking and donking. Let's see what he can do. How about this guy, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Week 3 to factor in? I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm sure they'll come to me. There is moving. There will be shaking. There will be conversating. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. But first, time for a little but first. I'll go first. NBA Media Day yesterday for a bunch of teams. A chance to give us some insight into some of the big moves made during the offseason. One of the biggest, Russ to the Lakers. Why did he leave Washington? And why the Lakers? Well, this from Wizards GM Tommy Shepard. He said, Russ never demanded a trade. I want to make the record straight here. Russ never asked to move on. He just said, if I can get to the Lakers, that would be something I would love to do that. If not, I'll be back here. Shepard then asked, well, what about the Clippers? To which Russ said simply and succinctly and pretty clearly, hell no.
Wow. Ouch, Broussard.
Wow. Dude, your Clippers. Russ didn't even want to play for your Clippers team. Your heart and soul, the disrespect, the dishonor, the hatred, the loathing for a team that is so important to you, that makes up 50% of your DNA, buddy. I'm so shocked for you. I'm so upset for you. I am so sorry. And if you want to take the rest of the show off, you do your thing. Right at his shot.
Right at
really
Please don't put me through another year of Chris's Clippers, Broussard's Clippers. They're not my Clippers.
Oh,
I'm like Russ.
we have hours of
He's
footage
all in